Hello everyone, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today I get to share with you a project using the Club LLLC Crafts October 2018 product kit. This is the cover sheet of the product kit, and if you missed the unboxing, I'll leave a link up above or down, at the end of the video for you guys to check out. We're going to start off by doing some stamping. So I grabbed Snow Day Marcy here. She is so pretty. I'm using some Nina 80-pound cardstock, and I'm inking up Marcy with Memento Tuxedo Black ink. She's going to be for my first project. And then for my second project, we're going to use the cute little rabbit that's on the ice skates. I haven't used him yet, so I thought he'd be fun to play with today. We'll grab another piece of cardstock, and I'll ink up my little bunny, and then I'm going to zoom in. Now I'm going to play a little bit of music while I color in. I did leave the caps out for you guys. That way you know what colors that I used. But as soon as the music is finished, I will catch you back. Okay, coloring is all done, and I think they look super cute. I'm just taking a white gel pen, and any extra mess ups I'm just going over with my white gel pen. I did go out of lines a few times, but I'm going to take my scissors and fussy cut out Snow Day Marcy and also the little bunny here. Once they're fussy cut, we're going to start off making our first project with Marcy. So I have a piece of white cardstock here, and I'm going to use a circle die to create a little snow hail. And I'm also going to use some pattern papers. Now this pattern paper has presents on it, so I thought it'd be fun to cut out each one of those presents. Then I'm going to use this green two-tone pattern paper and cut out 2 of the Christmas trees. These are the dies that came in the October product kit. Once everything's cut out, I also trimmed out a panel with this pattern paper. It has little stars on there, and I thought it'd create a nice little night background. I just trimmed it down to 4 inches by 5 1/4, and I placed that directly on my card base. Next, we're going to adhere our little snow hill. Just using some foam tape, and I didn't want to put it in the center. I kind of want to offset it just a little bit, kind of balance things, since Marcy is on the larger side. That's why she's so fun to color in, because of the size of her. But I thought we'd offset our little snow hill, and we'll put Marcy on the right there. We're going to add some foam tape behind each one of our Christmas trees. We'll go ahead and remove the release paper and add that to our little hill. And we're going to do the same with our smaller tree. And place that right next to the larger one. Okay, now I'm only going to add foam tape to the very top of Marcy, and then I'm going to use my tape runner, and because she's going to be going on the bottom portion of my little hill. So this way everything is nice and flush. Now I did grab 2 silver stars that I had in my stash. I'm going to top those trees off with a little bit of sparkle. We're going to add 2 little silver stars to the very tops of those trees. Kind of goes with those stars in the background too. Next, we're going to take these little presents that I fussy cut out with the pattern paper. Just kind of figure out my placement with them. I know I'm going to glue a few down directly to the snow, and then a few of them I'm going to pop up. The ones in the forefront I'll pop up with foam tape. Once those are all set and ready to go, we're going to stamp our sentiment. The sentiment I chose, it says Happy Snow Day. I'm going to ink up my sentiment with some VersaFine Onyx Black ink. We'll just stamp that, and we're going to block it off. Just using our long scissors. Whenever I block off a sentiment and I don't use my paper trimmer, I find that long scissors really help out with my line staying straight. Okay, we're going to add some foam tape behind the sentiment here and add that to our card base. I don't know if I told you guys, but my card base is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches. It's a top folding card base. Now this I had in my stash probably for a long time. It came like in a package of 8 of them, and I think I got on the Christmas section at Wally World. So, but it's a cute little candy cane with lots of sparkle, and then there's a little holly berry on there, and then there's a little red bow. I thought that'd go perfect, as if Marcy was holding it, so I added it to her little hand. And that completes my first card. Super cute. Nice in Christmas colors. Now for my second card today, we're going to use our little bunny here. So I'm going to grab my frame dice here. I'm going to take the largest one and cut out two of them. Once they're cut out, on the second one, I'm going to take my scissors and create a snowbank. But I'm going to do that in just a little bit. I'm going to cut out the little horse and buggy here. Horse and sleigh. Okay. There's our horse and sleigh. I'm going to leave it white. I'm going to have a pretty busy background, and I thought the white would go really well with it. So here's where I'm going to take my scissors and just create my own little handmade snowbank. And I'm just going to use the bottom portion of this second frame here. Lovely. Now I wanted to create a real snowy card, so I went in and grabbed my Morphe snow pen. And I'm going to go over the top part of the snowbank here with my pen. And if you've never used a Morphe snow pen, what it does is it's like a super liquidy pen. And anything you add it to, you use your heat gun and it puffs it up. Nice and fluffy. So that's what I'm going to do to the top of the snowbank, and then to the very bottom of my sled and the little horse's legs. And then I did add a little bit to the top of the sled and then the top of the horse there. It just adds a real nice snow effect. I'm going to grab my heat gun and puffy up my little snowbank here. And my lighting's a little bit off, guys, but the close-up pictures, I think you'll be able to tell better about the little puffy snow. Okay, once our snowbake's done, we're going to flip it around. That's going to go there, but we're going to add our sentiment first before we add foam tape behind it. My sentiment for this one I chose, "You are snow amazing." Again, I'll stamp that with some VersaFine ink. And then we'll grab some foam tape and add a little bit of dimension to the bottom of this little frame. Once we have that adhered, we'll go ahead and add our little horse and sleigh. And I'm just going to glue that down with my glue. And I didn't glue it too well, it's popping up, but I think it's because of the snow behind it, so I'm going to hold it down for just a bit. Lovely. Okay, now we get to add our little bunny. And again, I'll just add a piece of foam tape on the top and then glue on the bottom of his legs. That way everything is nice and even. And then since I had those little candy canes out, we're going to use one of those again. This is the pattern paper that I chose for my background, and it has a whole bunch of different sized candy canes on a black background. It's a little bit on the busy side, so I thought we'd make a two-tone card today. So we place that on our card base, and then we'll go ahead and add our panel right in the center. Lovely. Now we're going to grab our little candy cane. And I think the green in that holly too kind of just breaks up the red and white and black. I'm going to use a glue dot. I'm just rolling it up to secure my glittery candy cane to my little bunny's hand. I'm going to trim it down a little bit. It was a little too long, and my head got in the way. Sorry. We'll fluff it up a bit. And since the candy cane has silver in it, I thought we need some snowflakes. So these are some pretty old snowflake stickers that I had in my stash. So I'm going to add, there's little rhinestones in the center of them too. So we have a little bling on here. But I'm going to add 3 little snowflakes. And that's finished off my second project. So I thank you so much, guys, for stopping by. I think there is still time if you're interested in this month or the October kit. On the 15th, the reveal for the November kit is going to be here, so keep a lookout for that. I'm so excited. But I thank you so much for stopping by. I wish you a fantastic day, and we will see you again soon. Bye-bye.